Another little surprise. It's coming your way, my gorgeous Cancerini. Indeed. I was very, very excited to do this reading for you because I know how happy you are going to be right at the beginning of this week, okay? Something completely unexpected. It's going to take place. My God. Okay, and all I can say to you, my gorgeous Cancerini, this situation I can describe like, my goodness, massive, giant, enormous light at the end of the tunnel. Listen to me very carefully, because this week it's gonna turn out to be completely different to what you can possibly imagine. Okay, so as I said, something completely unexpected is going to take place at the beginning of this week. Not only an ongoing situation in your life that has been kind of draining your energy for a while because it was preventing you from, expanding your horizons, for example. Not only that situation is slowly but surely coming to an end. So it's to do with something that has been preventing you from expanding your horizons, which is ever so important, okay? So you're gonna have this unexpected situation, and it's not only, which is going to make you aware of some issue coming to an end. But then again, at the same time, why are you gonna be so happy? Is because now you are finally going to have this opportunity to manifest one of your goals, and this in itself has been on your mind for so long. It's to do with certain idea which you've had on your mind for absolute ages, but you couldn't do anything about it because you couldn't expand your horizons, because some kind of situation, difficult situation, has been affecting you. So now that's why I'm saying that this is going to be like a giant, massive light right at the end of the tunnel, my gorgeous Cancerini. So you are not only going to become aware of the fact that now you can start manifesting some kind of idea, some kind of a goal that has been on your mind for a while, but also it's marking such a special, beautiful stage in your life where you're gonna find yourself at the beginning of a really beautiful venture. There is a really kind of powerful person here, and I think it's a man, a powerful person, a nice person, really honest person, very strong person in your eyes, okay? This particular person is somebody in your life, okay? And this particular person is somebody very close to you, somebody who you are kind of directly connected to. This particular person is really gonna be is going to have such a beautiful impact and influence on you. I can see motivation like, oh my God, coming from this particular person. The actual motivation which is gonna come from this particular person, it's more like about you understanding how much you want to change certain aspects of your life, how much you want to transform a certain aspects of your life. So this particular person is like a God's gift, somebody in your life, and you love this person, okay? It's somebody who is, like, as I said, directly connected to you, and it's somebody who's really smart and clever as well. And you know that. So this particular person is going to be playing an important role when it comes to you having a bit more of this energy when you really need it the most, because this energy is also going to be primarily responsible when it comes to you breaking free, okay? And when I say breaking free, it's pretty much so, it's going to lead to such a powerful moment of your personal liberation. So this in itself, it's pretty much so showing you the direction that you are going to find yourself at. It's not that you did not think about this whatsoever. You have been waiting for this. But the only thing that I would like to stress here is that this is kind of going to surprise you. This is going to have a huge element of surprise connected to it, because maybe subconsciously you thought that this particular difficult situation that has been preventing you from from expanding your horizons. Probably subconsciously you maybe even thought this is never going to come to an end, or it has been going on for such a long time in your life that you actually got used to it. So you're going to be like, oh my God, what's going on? What's happening? You know, this is brilliant, my gorgeous Cancerini, in so many different ways. So this is the part of a very important direction, which is at the same time going to give you confidence, okay? But also going to give you confidence in such a way where you are just gonna start feeling things again. You're gonna start becoming very passionate. This is all going to re-energize you, and it's going to remind you how passionate you used to be when it comes to this specific element in your life. Now this is going to make you even more passionate. It's going to really bring such a powerful focus, what you should be focusing towards, but then at the same time it's going to enlighten you. This is going to enlighten you because you're going to realize how you're going to feel. You're going to realize that this is like, you know, not just any direction, but it's like so imminent for you, because at that moment in time, not only this is going to enlighten you, but you're going to start seeing things from a completely different angle, in a completely different light. You are indeed going to become very, very creative, and this is the energy that you need to follow. What are you doing right now? It's not only like kind of going to allow you to do things, you know, you're so passionate about. It's not going to allow you to do something to do something about this idea which has been on your mind for so long. This is going to reflect on your whole quality of your life in general in the best possible way, because it's about this contentment and it's about this fulfillment that I'm talking about, and enjoying yourself, living your life and loving your life every single day on daily basis. And I'm not saying that you are being miserable, sad or negative right now, my gorgeous Cancerini, but once you become aware of this really, really powerful vibration, you will see exactly what I mean. This is not only to do with your happiness in general. You know, you're gonna feel something so deep. You're gonna feel something so deep, and this is because this in itself is gonna be also ridiculously rewarding for you when it comes to your finances. And by the end of September 2024, my gorgeous Cancerini, you can expect like a really nice financial reward when it comes to all this. And I can tell, and I can clearly see that you are going to be able to kind of do something for yourself. You will be able to buy something for yourself. You will be able to financially reward yourself. But this is going to be good. This is going to be big. This is going to be important. So there are two elements connected to it. So you see what I mean? So it's like, it's pretty much so, as I said, something that you have been waiting for so long to actually do. It's an idea that is directly connected to your destiny, and this is why you're gonna feel like this. This idea, it's part of you. This idea is who you are. There is a reason why this idea is making you feel so re-energized, and it's making you feel alive again. There is a reason for it, because this in itself is to do with your own personal sacred path, which is a lot to do with your destiny, where you are going to find yourself at. So do you know what I mean? Like, even if it's like 20 years later down on the line, none of this did happen so far, it would still happen in 20 years. Why? Because it's imminent. It's to do with your destiny. How, you know, and this is why you feel so creative suddenly. This is why you're gonna have so many ideas suddenly. This is why you're gonna go into this planning mode, and you're gonna love it. Each thing that comes to you in terms of planning, it's gonna again have such a positive impact on you. It's gonna really kind of, each thing that comes to you, it's not only going to like re-energize you, but it's also like kind of gonna start the process of healing as well. This is very important, my gorgeous Cancerini, because it's to do with your personal realignment that you must do at some stage of your life. The sooner you do, the sooner you do this, the happier you are going to be. So just remember, it's to do with an idea which you've had for absolute ages, and only now This is gonna, oh my God, create such a wonderful stage of your life. Just remember, it is to do with an idea which you've had for like absolute ages, but only now you will be able to do something about it. All this is gonna be like your green light, my gorgeous Cancerini, and finally, things are gonna start moving on really, really fast indeed. And there is also going to be like for example, there is also going to be such a message that you're going to have an information about some kind of like a progress when it comes to something else as well. When it comes to progress, when it comes to finance, something financial as well. Like for example, and this message is also like kind of, oh my God, like you're not going to be able to believe, because this is also kind of going to contribute towards you kind of having this like a personal sign as well, that everything is going to be okay. I mean, there are going to be a couple of other things that you're going to be able to notice also at around the beginning of this week, in terms of like you being super intuitive. You know, it's going to be like one of those things where you are feeling your own intuition in such a way where you will do something or you will say something, and then what you're going to say, for example, you will say something and at around the beginning of this week, and then what you say, they will repeat on television or they will repeat on the radio, for example, and they're going to be like about a few instances like this, and you will going to realize that you really are in tune. You really are in tune, okay? And at around that particular time, there is also someone is gonna come to your mind, some person like so random. Oh my God, my gorgeous Cancerini, this is so crazy. It's gonna happen in such a random way. Some kind of person is gonna like come into, it's going to enter your mind, and somebody who you haven't seen in a very, very long time, in absolute ages, and now you're gonna have this like a bit of a feeling of guilt. You know, you will feel a little bit you will feel like a little bit guilty, my gorgeous Cancerini, because you haven't seen this person in absolute ages. And you know what, this life is way too short and to waste on some kind of like a grudges or something like that. But this hasn't got anything to do with grudges whatsoever. But what I'm trying to explain here is that sometimes we like kind of feel very connected to certain people in our lives, and then our lives takes us in, you know, towards like completely different and separate ways. And sometimes we just kind of rejoin, and sometimes we kind of reconnect. This in itself means that this particular person who's just going to randomly enter your mind, just randomly you're going to remember this person, and you were really good together. You used to be really good together. You used to be great together, like friends. You were getting on and all that. You know, it could even be like a family member who you haven't, like whom you lost like a connection with, you know. But it's important for you to understand that once you have this random person on your mind, you're also going to have this little feel of guilty, what I said before, because, you know, like maybe you didn't like contact that person when you wanted to contact that person. It was one of those situations when you think about this person randomly, but you do nothing in terms of like getting in touch with them, for example. But this time I really highly advise you to actually get in touch with that particular person. It is very important, because there is a reason for it. There is a reason for it. As soon as you get in touch with that particular person, you are gonna be taught, you're gonna kind of like really reconnect and all that. And then after that, I see you kind of reconnecting like on a super regular basis. Do you know what I mean? But to start with, this particular this is the power of your intuition, what I mentioned to you before. Your intuition is going to become like a big mama. Your intuition is going to take over. It's not only about you reconnecting with the right person, like so random, you know, but also it is going to be an information that this person is going to tell you. What this person is going to tell you, it's so important. It is so important because it is a crucial information. This person will tell you this crucial information, and this is going to be so big. This is going to be so huge. I'm talking about the person who is very smart, very intelligent, very clever, and very clued up with so many things, so many things. This person is so clued up with so many things, like about everything, about the world, about everything in general, and you know that. You always knew this. You were always aware of it. But this person is having a crucial information for you. Crucial, because that particular information is going to change all your plans, every single one. Okay? And that does not mean it's a bad thing whatsoever. You will change your plans in order to protect yourself. Because what you're going to find out is going to be crazy. It's going to be ludicrous. Absolutely ludicrous. But you are going to be grateful to God that you have found out this on time. Okay, so this is what I want you to understand. And also, my gorgeous Cancerini, when it comes to the midweek, what I was going to say is, now this is going to be very complex. You are going to feel like a little bit negative at around the midweek because you're going to be worrying, because there is going to be a bit of a disagreement which you are going to have with somebody. So there is going to be a bit of a disagreement which you are going to have with somebody at around the midweek, and this is really going to put you off, and it's going to make you worried, and you're not going to like it whatsoever. You're not going to like it, because this particular disagreement, it's like it's only going to happen because you are going to be completely honest to somebody. And then because you're going to be completely honest, you almost like you're going to have a slap in your face, but not literally slap in your face, but you are going to be honest completely about something, talking to somebody at around the midweek here, and that particular person is going to be really rude to you, and there is going to be like a bit of a disagreement, and you're not going to like this whatsoever. I don't think you're going to be upset just because that person has had a disagreement with you, but I think that you're going to be really upset purely because of what exactly you are going to have this disagreement. It's going to be getting on your nerves that person cannot understand you. What are you trying to tell them, and what are you talking about? And this disagreement, it's going to happen because you were trying to declare something that you were excited and you were happy about, and then you just get a slap in your face, not literally, but you know what I mean. And then it just all ends up being like this unnecessary disagreement, and you're just kind of not going to be happy about it. You're not going to like this, because it's more about you feeling a little bit hurt that somebody just did not understand like where you're coming from whatsoever. And at this stage of your life, you're just gonna kind of need to agree to disagree, I suppose. And sometimes it does hurt us a lot when we are talking to somebody about something so important to us, like somebody in our lives, and somebody who is like one of the maybe one of the people that are directly connected to us, and then it really hurts us when they can't understand something that means to us so much that we are trying to explain to them, to talk to them about, and this is like kind of gonna hurt you just a little bit. But you need to understand that you need to kind of agree to disagree here. Just remember, it is not so much about this person, it is not so much about who they are or what did they say or what did they do, but it's more about you being upset because somebody just like kind of maybe you're being so serious about something, and somebody's just like really kind of like responding to it in like a really silly way, and this is why you're gonna have a bit of a disagreement. As I said, you're gonna need to agree to disagree, and the sooner you accept the fact that you are gonna you're gonna need to think how to maybe spend your time with people that think like you. You need to kind of like, and this is where you're going to find yourself at. You really kind of, this is going to have a positive and a negative impact on you. Negative impact because you're going to be worrying because it's somebody who's connected to you. But the positive impact is going to be that you are going to realize that now it's time to really kind of pay attention to more spiritual things in life and pay attention to like-minded people. Something is going to change within you. Something is going to unlock within you, and it's going to bring the best out of you. Who cares about this situation? It's more about what the outcome is going to be, and the outcome is going to be amazing because you're going to realize that you have to spend more time with people that are sharing the same beliefs as you. You want to spend more time with people that are more spiritual. You want to spend more time with people that understand you. You want to spend more time with people that are like thinking like you, like a like-minded people. So this in itself, it's also going to on one hand give you a great idea that you want to move on with your your life, but now you also want to kind of focus on the spiritual things and that side of things. It's ever so important. For some reason this is going to help you to reconnect you, and you're going to start seeing way beyond. You're going to start seeing the bigger picture, and you are going to make a quite important decision here. And the decision that you're going to make is like you reconnect. You will want to spend more time with like-minded people, but you also want to kind of avoid people who are making you feel bad about yourself and who are making you feel negative, you know. So this in itself is going to highlight some kind of a negative attachment here that you will want to kind of detach yourself from as soon as you can. And you are going to, because you know that when I say that this is going to reveal like a negative attachment, just remember I told you that you will be able to see the bigger picture. It's not necessarily about this person who did this. It's not necessarily about this person who made you feel negative, but what it's actually going to come out of it, you see, what is going to come out of it, and you're going to realize, you know, the end result is you will just realize like kind of who do you need to detach yourself from, for example. And this is why this is so important, because you are going to be so much happier after this moment, my gorgeous Cancerini. You need to understand this, because you are pretty much so going to start moving with your life towards much calmer waters, you know, towards much more positive stage. And at the same time you will be setting the boundaries. You know, this is going to help you to open your eyes and realize exactly what you want, and this is why this is going to be so important as well. And there is going to be a very interesting idea when it comes to plan for the future as well, which is going to come out of it within the next few weeks. And this is why this is going to be quite important. And also, my gorgeous Cancerini, by the time you get to the last part of this week, oh my God, this is going to be fantastic. This week it's going to be absolutely brilliant. Now, this is what I want to say to you. You are going to have a really positive experience at around the end of this week. This is beautiful. A really positive experience, a nice experience. It's like it's like spending time with people and enjoying yourself. Whether this is going to be some kind of a party, whether this is going to be some kind of a social event, or you're just going to be somewhere where you are randomly going to find yourself, you know, and just enjoying yourself. But I can see you enjoying yourself. Very positive experience. And you will do something also which you haven't done in a while when it comes to that positive experience. And it's not only that, there is something you're going to learn. There is something you're going to see. There is something you're going to discover. And what you're going to see, and what are you going to learn, and what are you going to discover, you're not going to be able to stop thinking about. And this in itself, it's to do with you kind of like maybe changing your life a little bit, or bringing something really specific into your life, or working towards something really specific. Whatever this is, it's the right thing to do. And this is really going to inspire you, because you will know that this is going to bring like an ultimate change into your life, but also some kind of recognition as well. So, but instantly you're going to feel a little bit frustrated, because you are going to be thinking like about some kind of restriction again. You're going to be thinking about some kind of a challenge here, something about it, around it, you're going to find so challenging. You know, and like about a day later, you know, the most random thing it's going to happen, where you are going to be somewhere within the forest, or some kind of nature is going to be in front of you. Maybe you're not going to be in the forest, but the nature is going to be playing such an important role when it comes to you having some kind of a good omen and really powerful personal sign, which is going to come to you, and it's going to be connected to the nature somehow. So whether you're going to be outside, or maybe you're going to be even looking at the sky, it really depends. But somehow you're going to be thinking about this intensely, what happened on that party, when you had that party or that social event or whatever. You're going to be thinking about it, whether you want it or not. And something incredible is going to happen in terms of you having such a powerful good omen and a sign as well. And you will know that you're on the right path, doing the right thing. Again, my gorgeous Cancerini, after this moment in time, nothing is going to stop you ever again. This is something that, you know, when I said that you are going to have the sign, okay, the sign that you are going to have, it's like somehow you will understand that you are going to be absolutely fine, that you're on the right path, doing the right thing. And that sign that you are going to have, it's somehow going to give you hope when it comes to like what exactly you, you found out when it comes to that event and when it comes to that party. And this in itself, it's just about this feeling which you're gonna have, and you will know that this little challenging, this challenge, that you were kind of thinking about, it's just kind of literally gonna start phasing into the background. That challenge is still going to be there, but somehow you will know, you will clearly understand that you are going to be absolutely fine. And just remember what I said before. Just remember that you're gonna be super intuitive this week. You're gonna be super intuitive, so these energies are gonna be feeding you, my gorgeous Cancerini, and at the time when you need it the most, right now, this is gonna be remarkable. And one more thing I wanted to say to you, at around the end of this week, listen, I know that this is gonna sound really weird, but there is some kind of a gossip that you're going to hear. Something is gonna shock you at around the end of the week, and there is some kind of a gossip that you are going to hear. I want to scream this from the rooftops to not to make an impulsive mistake. The moment in time when you hear this gossip, okay, that moment in time, you use that as your improvement, as what you need to improve about your life and about yourself. But don't do an impulsive mistake. So this gossip which you are going to hear, it's about yourself. Okay, so you're going to hear some kind of a gossip about yourself. Do not make an impulsive mistake, for the love of God. Okay, do not make an impulsive mistake. But what you need to do is use this to your advantage and make an improvement in your life. Where this gossip was about, or what this gossip was about. This is your sign. Where do you need to make an improvement? Just remember this. Okay, my gorgeous Cancerini, thank you ever so much for watching my videos. I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace, and light to every single one of you. Sasha Bonasin, Psychic Medium. Love you. Bye.